another edition of Whiteboard Friday, SEO Mausers. Today I am here with Lucas Singh. Lucas, thanks for joining us. Lucas is from Australia, actually, where he works as a very talented SEO. You also might know him on the blog by his username, which is Shore. And so I figured since we have Lucas in the office this week, we'd ask him some questions. Sound good?
Yeah, sure.
So maybe you could do me a quick favor though and give folks what's kind of a background. I mean, where did you start? Where are you now?
Where am I now? I'm working in Sydney for a company called Fairfax Digital, and we have an online publishing network. So we've got everything from newspapers to classifieds, a lot of sites.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a senior search marketing analyst. It's a really long, boring title, but what I do is SEO, SEM, and analytics.
And for all of these different verticals.
No, we've actually got. It used to be just two of us, but now it's like about. We're trying to get one SEO specialist per team.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So right now I'm currently working for real estate.
Okay, and trying to get people help in there. Is real estate as competitive in Australia as it is here?
It is.
All right. Very interesting. So I've got some questions up on the whiteboard, and maybe I'll toss these out at you. So how does the search landscape differ from the US to Australia? I mean, you've got some experience on both sides.
We're a bit behind. We're a little slower. About a year, I reckon a year or two behind.
Okay.
What I mean by that is we don't have that many, I guess, talented SEOs. I could be wrong. Ethics. But yeah, just in general, there's not that much advanced knowledge in SEO.
And what about the engines themselves and search usage?
Google really takes the cake in Australia,
okay.
more so than in the US.
Gotcha.
Yahoo doesn't have a presence.
Really?
Well, they do, but it's small, and MSN is even smaller.
Wow.
Ask, basically nobody knows what Ask is.
Wow.
So we're really dependent on Google.
Interesting. And I mean, in terms of search and internet adoption and internet penetration rates, what are those like?
Actually pretty high.
Really?
Pretty high. Yeah, we've got, I think it's something like 60% broadband penetration.
Okay.
And it's heading up, yeah, year on year, so yeah.
Gotcha.
It's not too bad.
And so there is a lot of search quantity. And what's the population of Australia?
22 million.
22 million.
It's about the same as New York, I guess. Rest of the country.
New York is a little smaller than that, I hope. I don't know, maybe if you count everybody. So you were at the SES conference with us in San Jose.
That's our first time, yeah.
What did you think?
Interesting. SEOs know how to party. That's one thing. I don't think I can do too many of those. You know, it was a 4-day conference, and every night there was a party.
It wears you out, right?
Yeah, it wears you out. But aside from that, I learned a lot about just in-house SEO. Because my background is in-house, and what I learned was how to apply SEO. So people like Marshall Simmons from New York Times and Bill Hunt from IBM, they really know what they're doing in terms of in-house. In-house is a little bit different from agency.
Well, what's the big difference?
The biggest difference is layers. It's like you know, there's more layers than Shrek. There's like so many departments, like marketing department, product, designers, your development team, financial controllers.
Does that create conflict? Does that
Yeah,
create
there's a lot of turf wars and red tape that you got to fight through, and just getting a simple project through. You know, it's
so did you get any recommendations from Marshall or Bill?
Yes.
They think are...
not just from those guys, but all the guys from the in-house panels.
Mm-hmm.
They basically seen every single problem that we've ever faced, and they've got some sort of solution for it, so that was really helpful.
Any one tip you'd like to share?
One tip, get a champion. You need a champion. Get a knight in shining armor, someone really high up, and get them to do the work for you.
So kind of be like an evangelist for this stuff?
Yeah, so if you convince them, they can make it flow down like a waterfall, rather than you trying to fight your way up through different layers.
Interesting.
That's my best tip.
Very cool. So tell me, in the broader industry, what do you think are some of the biggest problems facing folks in the SEO world right now?
SEO agencies, they've got, the biggest problem I see is just scalability. SEO is getting, you know, it's in the vogue now, and everyone's trying to hire an SEO, and then an SEO agency has to, it's really hard for them to scale their quality of service, because most SEO agencies will only have, you know, a few, what we call in the corporate world, subject matter experts.
So like really talented people in the field.
Yeah. And when you get more and more clients, it's really hard to offer that same level of service. And what you have to do is hire more people. But the people that you hire, they're fresh off the block, and so you got to train them up.
So take it from Lucas. Don't hire a big agency. Or can you scale it? Is it possible?
You can scale it, and there's two ways to go about it. One is you've got your one extreme is to become really, really big. So your Avenue A Razorfish,
yeah,
they've got hundreds of employees, and what happens is they have a corpus of SEO knowledge that they've built up,
and they just kind of spread that
experience. Yeah, they've got that huge amount of experience. So they've seen so many different scenarios and situations that they know how to handle it. The other way is the other extreme is to have your SEO consultant. So you've got guys like Todd Mallicoat, just a single SEO guru who consults out.
Yeah.
And that's the other way that you can maintain that level of service.
Gotcha. And last question. So, how about a couple of, if there's anything that you could share specific to Australia, or even broadly applicable specific tips that you've used for online rankings, for traffic, for success, that you think are like, ooh, nobody knows about this.
Nobody knows about this. Well, most people know about this. Well, some people know about this, but I guess these tips are more like shout-outs, I guess. I think web analytics is the next big online industry. So if you haven't already, go visit Avinash Kaushik's blog, Occam's Razor. He's got what I call a $10,000 book. If you buy his book, you'll add $10,000 to your salary, basically. Well, analytics is just, if you know analytics, then it really helps you out in terms of your SEO, your search engine marketing, PPC, whatever it is, conversions, and it just seems like even in the US that not many people have that web analytics experience.
And definitely, I think a lot of people are very basic in their approach to web analytics. They don't realize kind of the scalable power of the technology. So
yeah, analytics is going to be big.
All right.
So that's my first tip. Second tip, another shout out is to Bill Slawski, SEO by the Sea. Bill looks at all the patents and the white papers, and that's the stuff that if you're an SEO, you should be looking at if you've got the time. We're all hassled for time, but he's got incredible skills in finding all these papers and patents on what different engines.
So sometimes the reading seems like it can be kind of a rough ride to slog through.
Oh yeah, sure.
The reading, but you're saying that you'll get enough value out of it.
Oh, definitely.
That it's worthwhile.
It's just a good way to keep things up.
Very cool. Well, Lucas, I really appreciate you being on here, and I think in just a sec, if you stick around, we're going to show you a little extra something that Lucas brought with him. So, thanks so much, Lucas.
No worries, right? Take care.
And she said, do you come from a land down under? Where women go